this entire area is vent control. These special buttons, they actually touch sensitive. As you can see, as I move, these things do move, and you can actually push it down or pull it up, and it actually changes the controls accordingly. Nicely done. This is dedicated to AC vents and it works very well. Very convenient feature included in their A4 model. Now right below they have the other controls, such as the drive select, where you can actually of changing your drive mode from efficiency, comfort, dynamic. You can switch off the auto hold, which is basically a feature where the car would automatically apply for you brakes, so you don't have to put your legs on the brakes when the car is halted at a signal. You can disable enable the stabilization, you can disable enable the park assist, you can enable or disable the parking sensors, and you also have a dedicated button to switch off the entire console to save power, the MMI control here of the entire screen by just switching off the screen. So you've got a dedicated switch for the radio. You can actually press it to activate it. You can change tracks by simply pushing it left or right. You can then increase the volume by circulating the knob, and you can just switch it off by pressing this button. So this is very handy and it's very useful, and even your passenger sitting on your right can actually change and play with the channel if they need it. Holders are pretty good. They have these nice grippers, so as soon as you put your cup in, it kind of holds it tightly. Very good job in terms of design, how the cups are held aesthetically and firmly and tightly into these cup holders. The exquisite sport seats which you don't find usually. So these are definitely high-end sport seats. When you touch them, got a velvety feel in the center and we've got leather on the sides. But although it's very comfortable to feel and touch, but I've noticed in the long run, when you drive for long hours, you do feel less comfortable in a sports seat. Well, I guess that's how typical sports seats are. So you have a dedicated massage button on the seat, on the side of the seats, the front seats basically. So as soon as I click on it, I get the option on the MMI interface, and you could actually choose between 3 kinds of massage, and then choose the intensity level from low, medium and high, and have it activated. The steering wheel feels great to hold. Looks great as well. It's a leather steering wheel. It's a sports steering wheel coming from the S Sports kit. You've got a S logo here as well, and it comes flat at the bottom. You've got some controls on the sides. You've got control for your instrument cluster, where you can change the view. You can have it big, small, multimedia in there. You could actually change it to your radio, so you could have your radio details in there, you could have your phone details in there, or you could have your maps. You could have your driver speedometer, decrease it to see more details, so you have that option. So if I decrease it, let's say the maps would look more in detail, so it's more wide and more clean and clear for me. I can zoom in, zoom out of my maps. It's a very convenient feature here. So this way, even when I'm driving, navigation becomes very easy. Nothing like this one. It's a very nice design. As you can see, it's got a nice chrome finishing on the sides. Here feels nice to hold. It's a nice design, short but kind of wide on the top. It's a soft touch material. It's a nice feel. It's a very good design. It fills up your hand and it's pretty good. You have this button here. It's a shortcut to change from normal driving to sports. So once I can just click on this and just move one step backward, and then it would convert to sports driving mode. Otherwise, if you want the gears to be normal shifting, you can just one click backward, and then the drive would be normal, the gear change would be normal. You have a shortcut for parking. You press this and then it goes to parking. This is very basic. You have an electronic parking key, the hand brakes. You can actually push it down to deactivate, and you can pull it up to activate the parking hand brakes. So you've got the home screen here for the driver. So you've got the radio settings right over here. You can actually scroll through this, have them selected the way you want. If you inserted a USB, then it will be detected, and the USB 1. Then you have your telephone settings. You could actually connect your mobile here. Check out the navigation. You can actually search for your destination. Voiceover does not work, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, spoken commands cannot be used to enter a destination in United Arab Emirates. Please make your entry using the MMI touchscreen.
So it doesn't work, voiceover does not work in this country, so you'll have to type it in. But you could also use the handwriting. So if you don't want to type it this way, you can also use the handwriting here. So let's say if I want to type Burj Khalifa, I would just type I would just write, in fact, Burj Khalifa. And notice it detects your handwriting. So
JKHALIFA.
Right. So press start.
The route is being calculated.
So it works nicely, handwriting. There's no issues with that. So let's just try that again. Let's try another destination, Jumeirah. So even if I write joint handwriting,
JUMEIRAH.
So the handwriting is picked up very well, and there's no issues with that. So that's cleared here. And then you've got your radio. Radio is where you can actually right. Let's switch that off. Then you've got your telephone settings. You've got your navigation. If you go to settings, you can, let's go to general settings. See what is there: date and time, measurement units, temperature, speech dialogue systems. Let's see what's in here. Virtual cockpit. This should be an interesting one. So you can choose the theme you need. Sport. Let's say, so I'm going to change now. So it's look different. Yeah, it's a bit different now. And let's choose dynamic. Let's change now. Wow, this looks really different from what was already there. Go to light and vision. You've got the exterior lighting set up here. You've got the automatic headlights if you want to enable, disable, and how early it should activate. Then you've got the entry exit light switched on right now. The background lighting. This is what usually the passengers enjoy. You can actually select different theme here. You've got, this is the red, this will be the blue, this will be the green, and then of course you can increase the brightness, right? The individual, let's see what it is, surfaces. So you can actually decide what colors you need in surfaces, and the contour. That again, USB-C here. Here you go, and it's charging. The only thing is the armrest is quite too small. I felt it's a little bit too short, more longer. So at times you do feel it's a bit too small. I think they should have expanded it further, or at least given us the option to push it forward or backward. Even that doesn't exist in this one. Right. So you can actually open, and you've got your cup holders in here. You've got a nice grippy feel, and so when you put in the cup, it really sticks well inside. It stays well inside. Yeah. Also, if you want, you can actually have it open. You can, if you want to take something from your boot, you actually can open and close it back. So you can just fold down these seats. So these are foldable. So let me just do that. So this pulls everything down, and you can actually expand your boot further. Right, and yeah, it's got a reasonable boot space. Let me just show that to you further. So here it is. I don't know if you see anything. Yeah, but it is reasonably. It's got reasonable space, so nothing to complain about here.